running 2 marathons. I've absolutely fucked it. Booked an Airbnb at the top of this fucking hill. Just like that, we're back in the UK.
As I am now back home in Edinburgh.
Hello, welcome to episode 6 of the vlog from sunny San Sebastian. I'm settled in and I've got a route planned for this afternoon. It is currently 2:30, so I'm going to do about, I think, just short of 80k, which should take me a couple of hours, and is actually going to be my last cycle of this trip, because coming up this week I have my final week of 100-mile ultra prep, which involves running 2 marathons, one tomorrow and one on Thursday, before having Friday off, and then I'm going skiing on Saturday. Alright, we're back. Not the ride that I had planned due to Strava Route Builder trying to take me up a little path that wasn't suitable, and I couldn't find a way around, so I just did like an out and back. Ride should be on the screen, so just over 60k I think. Felt pretty tired, to be fair, so probably a good idea to cut it a bit short. Alright, it is just after 9 o'clock at night. Just been to the supermarket, and as I was reversing out of here, I did bump the van, and I looked like on the back of the box and of the tow bar and everything, and there was nothing, so I thought I'd just lightly tap the wall, because I was like reversing out. It's pretty narrow, as you can probably see, and it's dark. And just got back from the supermarket, was unpacking the van, and then noticed this. I've absolutely fucked it. Absolutely fucked it. Alright, it is well past my bedtime, but just thought I would update. Not much has gone on this evening, but yeah, just been planning for tomorrow. So plan is hopefully legs feeling good, and I'm gonna go run marathon number 1 of 2 for the week. Good morning, although it is not morning, it is afternoon. It is just after 12 o'clock. Just been having a pretty chilled morning, getting ready to go for marathon number 1. I've set a route out, so fairly flat but a little bit of hilly in the middle. So just over 5k in and come to this pretty nice beach. I believe it's called Zorats. Not sure exactly how you pronounce that, but apparently it was the home of the very first full distance triathlon. So shout out to Fraser Cartmel for that little bit of information. Alright, 13k in, feeling pretty good. Just running pretty much along the coast, so pretty nice views. Maybe not the nicest of weather, but certainly nicer than it is at home, I think. So yeah, just enjoying it, taking it easy. An hour 21 for 13k, so not breaking any records. So when I stopped to make that last video, paused my watch and forgot to unpause it for probably about a k, I think. So yeah, I'm currently, according to my watch, 17.5k in, but I think a wee bit more. And just kind of come off main roads and start heading up path like this. Alright, 22k in according to the watch, heading up into the hills. Alright, so 25k in, up and over the hill, so back onto this road, which is the one I came out, so it's basically just heading back the exact same way that I came. Alright, 30k in. As you can see, the waterproof's out. It is raining a little bit. It's not too cold, but yeah, don't want to get too wet, so just sitting at this nice little viewpoint. Alright, 37.5k done. Feel fine, but I'm just pretty bored, like, and just the thought of having to do this all over again tomorrow. Yeah, it's probably actually good practice for how the later stages of the West Highland Way are going to be. 42.2, baby, the magic number for today. 4 of those in a row coming up, but yeah, for some reason booked an Airbnb at the top of this fucking hill. Alright, so it's about 11 o'clock at night. Just been eating, chilling, getting ready for tomorrow. Now it's just a case of getting decent sleep in, getting up. I want to get out a little bit earlier tomorrow because I did feel like by the time I got back tonight, all of a sudden it was kind of like 8 o'clock before I even knew anything. So yeah, that's planned. Get up and out a little bit earlier tomorrow, nothing crazy, but got a route planned, just a simple out and back along towards San Sebastian. I think the weather's meant to be quite nice. Good morning. It is just after 9 o'clock. Had another pretty decent sleep and my legs are feeling okay. So time to get ready for marathon number 2. All right, looks like we're ready to go. I think got a bit of an uphill start as where I'm staying is pretty hilly, and I think yesterday I went down and along, and this way I'm going up and the other way. So yeah, probably walking a bit to start with, but yeah, it's just after 11 o'clock I think, and we're setting off. All right, so not even 2.5k in yet, and definitely haven't been doing much running, but the way this route is so it's just an out and back along to San Sebastian, and it's basically like a lump at the start and then flat all the way along and back, and then same lump back up and over. So elevation at the start and at the end, which wasn't necessarily by design, just my only option. So all right, so 35 minutes in and made it to nearly the top of the hill, so pretty decent views, I believe, of the Pyrenees. Not quite the Spanish weather I had planned when I came up with the idea for this trip. Alright, so as you can maybe see, it is, I mean, it's not raining as such, but it's definitely wet in the air. And the important thing to note is that when you're doing events like this, you know, although it's like, you know, maybe not necessarily waterproof jacket time if you were just, you know, out and about, it is important to not let yourself get wet, because if you get wet, you then start to get cold, and then once you get cold, you can't heat up again. So made it to halfway, and as you can see, had a bit of a turn in the weather, so got a pretty nice view here. Legs are feeling pretty good, managing to run the majority of the flats, obviously stopping to walk here and there, kind of having a bit of a constant battle with myself in my head, justifying walking, whether I'm saying like, am I walking out of laziness or am I walking out of, you know, preparing myself, because that's what it's going to be like on the day. All right, just coming up to 30k and back onto the big spike up and over before the downhill homes. So one really positive thing that I'm noticing is that I'm actually able to kind of, I wouldn't even call this jogging, but it's like faster than walking for sure, but probably like double as fast and not that much more effort. And yeah, it's just kind of showing that my body's adapting to the stimulus I've been putting it under, which is extremely positive. All right, so 39.5k in, just made it back onto this little bit I mentioned before, which, as you can see, pretty sketchy, slippery stones and like muddy, and yeah, not running down here. Also got a bit of tightness in my left glute, which I think I mentioned before I've been dealing with for the last few while, so it's actually probably worse going downhill, and even worse by not using my poles when I'm filming, so I'm going to stop. 42.2, the magic number. Just been jogging down this hill, legs feeling good, and a couple hundred meters from home. But yeah, hit the marathon for the day, feeling good, really promising that legs are still wanting to run. Haven't really had any moments of like, oh, I can't be bothered. I was actually speaking to my friend on the phone earlier, and I was saying like, my can't be bothered is walking, it's not stopping, which is extremely promising. So obviously just hope that that keeps up for 4 times this, but yeah, feeling good. All right, so it's about 11 o'clock at night, just about to go to bed. Been chilling, eating and recovering. The legs feel actually really, really good, so extremely promising on that side of things. Good morning. It is about 9:30, I think. Had really good sleep, and the legs feel really, really good. Slight, not even pain, I just say like slight discomfort in my left ankle, left glute. Worked on it quite a lot last night with the massage gun, and it feels good. I wouldn't say it feels 100%, but yeah, considering I ran 2 marathons in 2 days, I think I've come off fairly lightly. Alrighty! Hey, it is 3:30. Done all my admin for today. So a lot of that involved doing my work, my check-ins with all my athletes, but also doing a lot of planning for the West Highland Way. So pretty intensive day of admin. Also, it has not been the best thing for my legs, just sleeping, lying down, and then sitting at a chair, on a chair all day, at a chair, at a desk, on a chair, whatever. I need to be out of here in approximately an hour and a half. I don't think they're being too firm on checkout time, but I said I'd be out by kind of like 5 o'clock. I also do have pretty much 11 hours of driving to do that I'm splitting up over night. One thing I am going to remember to do this time is to empty my water out, because fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So next thing to do is to repair this. Just FYI, this is what it's meant to look like. Obviously missing quite a fair bit. I do have the big bit that came off, so I'm going to try and tape it back together so that no water gets in, because I don't know if you can see, but it's raining. I don't actually think that's too bad, to be fair. It's pretty solid, and like all the gaps are filled, so like no water should get in. It is now 4:15, so just a case of getting my bags in the van and hitting the road, really. All right, 5:30, the van is packed and leaving yet another Airbnb. So gonna hit the road, gonna try and get about 7 hours of driving done today. I've been to some expensive motorway service stations before in my time, but this place here is taking the piss. Fortunately, I filled up with fuel before I left where I was at 1.89, which is fucking quite expensive. Here, it's $2.20 a litre for fuel. Luckily, I don't need any fuel. I went in, a Monster Energy was €4.50. All right, it is just before 3 in the morning. I'm set up in the back. I've got my makeshift light blocker set up. I think I've got about 3.5 hours to do in the morning, so not too bad at all. So alarm set for 8 o'clock, quick sleep, and then back on the road. Good morning. It is just after 8:30. My alarm just woke me up. Had been right asleep, to be fair. It's pretty cold. I didn't bother turning the heater on last night, so it's a little bit cold. But yeah, quick up and out today. I've just got 3 hours driving to do. Just got my first glimpse of the snowy mountains. Woo! Alright, so made it into that mountain air. Been here for probably nearly an hour. But the first thing I needed to do was to get some final edits done to the vlog, because that's going out on Sunday. So I've got that done now. So my friends are not far away. I believe they're about half an hour. So we've got a half day pass. So we're going to get skiing this afternoon, I think, which is exciting. All right, so back at the ski accommodation. It is now the evening. Just been sort of getting settled in and eating dinner and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, just gonna head to bed. Good morning. It is just before 9 o'clock and we're just about to head out for our first full day. The weather looks okay. Not the best, but not the worst. Feels good to be back. So just back from day 2 of skiing, had 2 pretty good days of weather, and back at the chalet, it's got a pretty good feature of a sauna. So I'm gonna get in there as it's really good for you. So I'll catch you after. All right, 15 minutes at 90 degrees complete. There's actually massive benefits of regular sauning, but usually in day-to-day life, they're quite hard to come by. You need to go to the gym or go to somewhere where they are. But fortunately, I've got one right here. So that's day 3 done.
came back a little bit early just because snow is pretty sticky today, not that enjoyable, so conditions tomorrow might be really good, so I'm gonna save it for then. Thinking I might try and go for a run this afternoon just to keep the legs ticking over. Alright, so it is just after 4:30 and been back at the chalet chilling, getting a bit of stuff done, and I am now just heading out on a quick run. Alright, 5k done, feeling really good actually. Legs did not mind any elevation at all, and the lungs didn't mind any of the altitude, so yeah, really promising. Obviously not pushing things, just reminding the legs of what we need to do in a couple weeks time. Back in the van, back on the road. So I am down, I've made it down to the bottom of the mountain and managed to find some reasonably priced fuel for this day and age, which was €1.90, but a lot cheaper than €2.40 where some of the toll roads were. So got €100 of that and we're now on the road. So ETA is just after 2 o'clock, so we've got about 6 hours of driving today. Is there anything worse than sitting in traffic? I don't think so. Alright, so it's 2:30, about half an hour away from the Airbnb that I'm staying at tonight, and yeah, pretty nice French countryside. It's 15 degrees, so no complaints. So just a couple minutes away, and I've realised that I've not gone through like a town or anything. I've not seen a shop, in fact, for the last over an hour. So I am really hoping that there is some sort of shop, hopefully a supermarket, but any sort of shop nearby. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do for food. I've arrived, so pretty random place, pretty much on a farm and part of their house, which is just down there. So I'm just kind of in this like upstairs area. So I'll give you a tour before I bring all my stuff in. So quite a nice big open kitchen living room area, and then pretty weird bedroom setup with multiple beds and a cot, but it looks okay. And then bathroom, pretty straightforward with a washing machine. There is like a number of other rooms, but because I only selected one guest, they've obviously locked those ones. It is now just before 5 o'clock and I am realising just how fucked I actually am. Obviously a week skiing and quite a long drive today seems to have taken out of me more than I realised. So I am making the executive decision to not let the ego win, and I'm not going to run today. I think it's going to do more harm than good. So what I'm going to do instead is play things by ear tomorrow, see how I feel when I wake up. Good morning. It is just after 9:30. Had a really good sleep. It was nice to not have an alarm set and just sleep for as long as I needed. So in terms of that, I feel pretty good, but feeling pretty shit in terms of mental health. Just feel a bit down and I don't know, just feel like everything's getting on top of me. I don't know if it's the realisation that my trip is coming to an end. I don't know if it's, you know, I don't know what it is, but I just feel pretty shit. So, not great. The weather here is also not great, which is unrelated because I felt like this before I opened the blinds. So, yeah, the weather's not as nice as it was yesterday. I actually think it's raining. But I think it's meant to get nicer later in the day. And a plan has formed. So, a number of things have happened. First of all, I realised that the Eurotunnel tomorrow was going to be ridiculously expensive to get it at the time I wanted. So it's literally like €150 cheaper if I just wait until 6 p.m. It's a 4-hour drive from here. So I've checked with the Airbnb host, I can check out at around 2 p.m. so that gives me a lot more time tomorrow morning. So I am now going to go for a ride this afternoon, which is about 2 hours. And then tomorrow I'll get up, shortish run in the morning, and then pack up my stuff and get out of here. What is it with barking dogs? This one seems to be locked up. So it is 20 to 4, just ready to go out on my ride. As you can probably see by what I'm wearing, it is not as warm as it was yesterday when I arrived, but so be it. So less than 5 minutes in, realised I forgot my sunglasses, which, funnily enough, I was actually thinking about making a reel about this on Instagram. Don't just wear them when it's sunny or because I think I look cool, or cyclists in general because we think we look cool. It's because if you're going fast, the wind in your eyes is actually quite sore. So I'm about halfway, enjoying being out on my bike, but feeling pretty, I wouldn't say shit, but just feeling pretty tired, pretty weak. So just taking it super easy, just trying to enjoy being outside and just enjoy moving the body. So it's to be expected with a week off, really. And we're back, 60 something K. Pretty good actually, really enjoyed it towards the end. Got a bit CBA, but felt really good to get outside and feeling a lot better generally after that. Good morning. It is just before 8:30. Had an okay sleep last night. Still not feeling 100%, but gonna get out for a quick run this morning. Nothing crazy, probably just 10K, and see how my legs feel after that. And I'm back. That was interesting. Just before 10. So what was meant to be 10K ended up being a little bit less because I got lost in the woods. I'll put a picture of what it looked like here because I didn't take the GoPro with me. Felt pretty good on the whole, good shakeout for the legs, so I'll get a decent run in when I'm back home, get some decent volume just to wake them back up and prepare them for what's to come. Alrighty, it is 20 past 4. We are 5 minutes away from, according to Waze, the entrance to the Eurotunnel. So I'm about, I can't remember what time, I think I'm about an hour and a half early. So through passport control and all that fun stuff. Now I guess I have to wait. I don't know if I'm getting on an earlier one or not. If not, I have to wait an hour. But there's a couple cars in front of me, so I don't know. We will see. Alright, so didn't get on the earlier crossing, but didn't have to wait too long. It is now 25 past 5, so just going through now. I think it only takes like 35 minutes, which is pretty good, a lot faster than the ferry. A little bit apprehensive about going under the sea, but hey-oh. Benefits of having a camper, I can chill in the back. So yeah, I guess I just need to wait for time to pass. Alright, that was literally 20 minutes. So can see light out the window, which means we've arrived in the UK. Just like that, we're back in the UK. Alright, so about an hour into the drive up England. Currently, SatNav is saying I would get back to Edinburgh at 1:04 AM. It is currently 6:45 PM. So I am certainly considering it. I feel okay at the moment. Alright, so it is 20 past 10. Making pretty good progress. I think I'm almost definitely just going to smash this drive out in a oneer. So just turned off the motorway now. Got 55 minutes left. 12.5 hours of driving for the day. It is 1:30 in the morning, which is 2:30 for me because I woke up on European time. I've made it to my mum's. I'm going to bed. Catch you in the morning. Good afternoon. It is 3:30 on Tuesday. I've been having quite the chilled day. Slept until about 11, I think, after that drive, which was well needed. And then I've just been doing I've just been chilling, doing some admin, doing some planning for the West Handway, getting some bits and pieces ordered, and that's about it really. Don't know where the day's gone. from the top of the Pentlands. So done about 3.8k or something up to the top of here. Feeling pretty good on the hills. A bit tired from yesterday's drive, I think, so just gonna call it here and head back, and then get a couple of more bigger training days in the later end of this week before the West Highland Way a week tomorrow. So I think that's a good place to end episode 6 of my travel vlog, as I am now back home in Edinburgh. I think this next week isn't going to be overly exciting in terms of what I'm up to. It's just going to be a lot of getting ready and all that sort of admin-y stuff. So I guess the next video you will see will be, hopefully, the completed West Highland Way and my adventures along the way. So I'm not sure exactly when that will come out. Hopefully not too long after this one comes out, maybe a couple of weeks. If you want to see an update on how I got on, then head to my Instagram. It's at Craig Mabin, and you'll be able to see how I got on there. And yeah, thanks for following along on my journey. Hope to start a new series soon once I have recovered from the West Highland Way. So I'll be sure to keep you updated on that one. And yeah, catch you later.